cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week one. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Cowboys. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week one of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third down and 3. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. First and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. On play action, Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw again, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Short kick taken at the 17. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down, Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. On the play fake, Dak. He'll be forced outright. He keeps it up, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. On first down, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here is Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Play action. It's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing again, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up...
And he will get into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. On second down, it's Dak. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Williams, and looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown there. Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Hey, you can't fault the offense so far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, yet they still trail. We could have a shootout on our hands. See if they keep up their end of the bargain. 1st down. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Maris Leofau there on the stop. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Peyton Turner in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams gets it from the pistol. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 3-point game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll start on the ground with Algier. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And barring something dramatic here happening, that field goal should take us into the break all tied up. So this one obviously could go either way. I'm really excited to see, Mike, which team comes out of the halftime break, make some adjustments on both sides of the ball to try to give themselves the edge.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's Algier. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. 2nd down, they need 7. They'll go play action now with Penix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. He looks ready to go for the regular season. 2 sacks last week, and another one here.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Osa Odigizua. He gets in for another sack. He's piling them up here in this preseason.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and short. Prescott to the left side. Caught by Lamb. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Dak to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. Play fake. Prescott. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Pistol now for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be from 56 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys move out in front 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Algier. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On third down, Penix. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A give up the middle to Algier. And he'll get forward for a couple. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Penix. He takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. They'll run here with Algier. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Algier. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Fake the give, and now it's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Get out of the gun is Milton.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, He holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Mike Hughes back to return. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Algier. And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains. On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Putting the tight end in motion. He gets it complete. That's high. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. On the give, this is Algier. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Algier. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play. Unfortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going right. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try and throw with Milton. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Milton. Here's a screen now for Sanders. And he will score! Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. On 2nd down, here's Milton. Now he'll run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll take off again. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Milton. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Sanders. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now it's Milton. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Now Sanders. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll run here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead at the end of regulation. This kick is good. So, it's a win for the Cowboys. Finish off the preseason unbeaten. They are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.